Hello and happy Thursday. I'm Debbie Danford and I'm here with my East Meets West partner, Tracie Evans Langley. And this is the fourth day of our East Meets West Birthday Bash Card Week. So this is something new that we decided to start the year off with. Tracie and I do a quarterly event that's all virtual, East Meets West Creativity Kit. And you can join that Facebook group at any given time too, because we have a Facebook group out there that is open to everybody, and we would love to have you join it. And that's where we share things like this and info on all the classes that we do together. So today, or this whole week, we have been working with the Days Like This Memories and More card pack, which is on page 15 in the new mini catalog, which just went live on Tuesday. And then we are also using the Reasons to Celebrate stamp set, which also is in the new mini catalog, and it's on page 19, and it's $20 for that. And the Memories and More card pack is $11.50. The way this week has been working is we have each showed a project every day, and this is the fourth day. And if you spend $35 minimum order before shipping and tax, and any Stampin' Rewards you might use, we will send you the card packets, all 4 card packets that we did this week, for free to you.
Yes.
Now, if you want to get a little extra, you can bump your order to 75, and then we will include a pack of the Rhinestone Basic Jewels, which is what we both used on all 4 of our cards. Sorry, I have a puppy that's who knows what he's getting into right now. Anyway, and you would also qualify for the product of the month, which is an extra $5, and also birthday or
Bonus days.
bonus days.
Plug.
Sorry. Bonus days also just started on January 6th and will run through. Give me just 1 minute. No.
I'll help Debbie out. So bonus days are going to run through January 6th through February 2nd, and then you can redeem those February 3rd through 28th, and that's a $5 coupon that you'll get basically. And you can spend that anytime between February 3rd and 28th. So what a bargain. And you just need to place your order with either one of us to get the card kits. You just have to place your order by January 12th. So
Yes.
you can buy whatever you
Yes.
want. Cool.
Yeah. And even if you really like these Memories and More cards, between that and the stamp set we're using, that's already 31.50. And really all you'd have to add is like a pack of dimensionals and you'd be at the 35 right there. So, and these Memories and More cards are awesome. They're great to use for quick and easy cards. So let me go ahead and highlight my hands, and then I will show you everything. Let's see, this is me. Yep. Spotlight to everyone. There we go. So this is the stamp set, and this is if you've watched all 3 videos, this is our 4th one. You've heard us say that this is a great set because it covers almost every holiday we have, except for Christmas, Thanksgiving, and 4th of July were the 3 that we came up with that it didn't cover. But you've got St. Patrick's Day, Easter, Valentine's Day, and of course, birthdays and things like that, and anniversary, which we don't see that one very often either. And then you get several of each of these in the pack. These are the 3x4 size. Got butterflies on the back, and we're going to be using that one today. We've got that, a nice green pattern on the back. This one with some nice little daisies, it looks like, on the bottom, and some more butterflies. But these are very springy and bright and cheery. So I think these will be great. We're going to use that one today too. We used that one on Tuesday. Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
had 2 of those.
And I think
And
they're very
then,
versatile too, Debbie, because one side is flowers and very feminine looking, but the B side, as you call it,
yeah,
are very generic and could be a great masculine card or for kind of any. We picked birthday, but I think they could be used for almost everything.
I agree. And I have a couple extra that I did make. I don't know where I sat them because I was going to show them at the end here. But here's what we're making today. Let's
I
take
love
those.
this one.
This is a fun fold that I've done several times here lately because I think it's just really fun to use in different ways. And I actually did a Christmas version of this using the Memories and More Christmas pack. And my little 10-week-old Jasper is trying to chew up the broom right now, just so you all know. That's what he's going after. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Now this one, although it's really easy to put together, it does have a lot of parts and pieces, but you'll see as we go, it's really not that hard. Now I used the Timid Tiger, and then I used the Stylish Shapes also. One little tiny rectangle that we're going to cut in half and stretch it, and then this is what we're going to stamp our greeting on, the little circle. And then what we have here is, we'll just start from the base here. So this is our card base, 4¼ by 5½. And then this piece here is 4 by 6, and it's scored at 1½ and 3. And if you place that minimum $35 order, when you get all these parts and pieces, everything will be scored and ready for you to just stamp and assemble and put it all together.
You'll just have to cut your own memories and more cards.
Correct. Yes, you will have
We
to
don't
cut
do
those
that.
down.
We don't stamp and we don't cut your cards.
Yeah. And then you have another piece that's 2½ by 3½. That's going to be this layer here. And then we have two pieces of basic white that are 3¾ by 2¾ and that's one is the layer here, and then one is this piece here. Another piece of basic white 4 by 5¼ because it's going to go right here, and we're going to cut 1-inch strips right here. So we're going to cut 2 at 1 by 3 7/8 off of here. And then this one is going to get cut down to 3¼ by 2¼ So let me go ahead and bring in my paper trimmer. These are sample or strips that I had left over. And as you can see on the inside, I just put a couple of those on the inside. So we'll probably end up using these, but you'll have some left over on either one of these too. He is really attacking the broom right now. I feel like that's a safe thing for him to be attacking, at least for this minute anyway.
Well, at least it's not an electrical cord. So,
He already did that. He chewed the cord on my spot bot cleaner, but Drew fixed it. My husband's an electrician, so
electrician. That's handy.
I picked it all up and said, "Here, can you fix this?" And he's like, "Oh my God." He didn't quite chew it all in half, but he did get it fixed and it still works. So there you go. Okay, so we're going to cut this at 3 7/8. So it's just a tiny little strip. And no, I don't keep those tiny little strips. I know some people might, but I do not. And then we're going to just cut 2 1-inch pieces here. Okay, so there's those two. That's for our sides. And then we're going to cut this down to 3¼ by 2¼ And let's see. We'll cut this first. And I think I want to cut off. I know it's always hard to decide what you want to cut off.
It's
What did
so
I say?
pretty. You want to keep it all, but it just
I
won't fit.
know. 3¼ by 2¼ right? Yes. I'm just going to double. For some reason, I'm overthinking myself now. Nope, 2¼ by 3¼ Okay. We're just going to go this way. I'm still thinking here.
I can tell. I
This will
always
be,
cut so that I have the biggest scrap left.
yeah, 3¼ So that'll leave me a strip here. And then we're going to go 2¼ And we're going to flip it and go this way. Okay. Really didn't need to be that difficult. I just made it difficult. Okay, there's that. Now let's go ahead and start doing some assembly. So what we're going to do first, here's our two pieces there. Let's go ahead and attach this to this. So we're going to attach that 4 by 5¼ piece of basic white to that 4¼ by 5½ piece of Timid Tiger. Just going to center that on there just like that. And then these two strips are going to go right here on the edge, just like that. Now, if you wanted to, you could have kept them the length and they could have just gone from, the whole length. But I like having a little bit of that white showing. That's why I did it like that, but you wouldn't have to if you don't want to.
If you
And for
don't want to
these,
cut those 8 inches, is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, sometimes people, I mean, if you don't, less cuts is better, I guess sometimes. So there's that one. And then we'll put this one over here on the other side. Just like that. Okay, so there's those two. Okay. Now what we're going to do is, this is our inside piece. This is our front. So we're going to take this piece here and attach it to here. And this piece here is going to go here, just like that. Easy peasy. I'm usually a Stampin' Seal Plus, but sometimes when it's smaller pieces, I like to just use the green glue, mono glue, whatever you might call it. I just feel like sometimes it does work a little bit quicker.
You know, that's my fave. So,
And that is Tracie's favorite. I flip-flop back and forth between both Stampin' Seal Plus and the glue. Okay, so there's those. Now we're going to take this and this is one of the times I'm not going to work in my flat surface like I like to do, and we're going to burnish. We're going to fold it in half, and then you're going to take this piece here and you're going to flip it back like that. Okay. Then what we're going to do, that's Jasper talking to me. This is going to go on right here, just like this. Now, what you want to pay attention to is that you're only putting adhesive here or on that portion if you like to put it on this instead. So what I do is, now I don't go all the way to the edge because you are leaving a little bit of a gap. It's just easier to use glue right there. And I just do it just like that and layer that down like this. Get it on straight, Debbie. Okay, so there's that. Then we're going to take this piece here, and this is going to get attached right here in the center of that. Now, I did use Stampin' Seal Plus. You could use tear and tape here if you wanted to. I mean, you could still use glue if you want, but for this one, I did use tape only because I wanted to be able to pull it back up if I didn't get it on straight, because you do want to make sure you get it lined up. You're lining it up top to bottom on the white piece behind there, and you just want to make sure your gap is the same on both sides. And then you have that going on. That will give you that. Okay. Then we have two little strips here. And I'm going to trim this one down just a little bit. I don't like them quite as wide sometimes if you're putting both of them on. And I didn't measure, I just cut it basically. We'll keep that one like it is. And then we're going to attach this one here, just like this. And then we'll go ahead and we'll take the little skinny one. We'll attach that one here, right next to it. And then I'll just trim these little edge pieces off. And then that goes right here on the inside. Just like that. Okay, so there's all of that. Now let's do our little bit of stamping here. So we're going to stamp happy birthday. And let me go ahead and clean the birthday because I forgot to do that. So if you're just joining us for the first time today, make sure you click on the links below because we will have all the first three videos out there for you. If
in
you
the
want to go
comments.
watch them all.
In the comments, yeah, Debbie.
Yes, yes. So there's our birthday. And then I'm going to stamp the happy right there. And then you have one little tiny label from the Stylish Shapes, and I just cut that in half. And then I add a little bit of adhesive to the back here. And I just stick a little portion of each end off. So you don't have to have a long one to cover the whole thing because nobody sees what's behind there.
Right.
And then you've got your little banner sticking out there. And of course, we're going to pop this up with dimensionals. And then this is just going to go right here on our card front. I'm going to slide this one in just a little bit more. There we go. And I have exactly, well, I have one loaner over here, but I have exactly 3 left of the Rhinestone Basic Jewels. And I'm going to color mine with the Timid Tiger Stampin' Blends. Now, the Timid Tiger is a 2025 to 2027 in color. So if you haven't got that yet, you can always add that to your order too.
Absolutely. And we love that color.
I do. I really like this color. There with that one. That's the end of those. And there you go. There's project number 4. Get that tape down there. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed all 4 projects that we've done this week. And like I said, if you missed any of the days, we will have all the links below, especially for the last day, just so that um,
You can
you can
watch
see
all
them all because we don't want you to miss out. And again,
so
just as a recap, it's if you want to get all the supplies to make all 4 cards, it's place a minimum $35 order with either Tracie or I, and that's before shipping and tax and any stamp and rewards. And then we will send you the card packets. And then if you bump it to 75, you will get the you'll be eligible for the product of the month, which is an extra $5, but you will also earn bonus days bucks, which is a
and
$5 at a $50. They're in $50 increments. So if you spend 150, you would get free $5 bonus days bucks.
but yeah, so you just need to get us your order by Monday, the 12th of January. And if your order is $75, you'll also get that pack of rhinestones that we love, love, love.
Yes, we do. And
So
they work
lots
for
of good stuff.
so many different kinds of cards. So yeah,
Absolutely. We love them. And we love, actually, we just love all of this product. It's been a really fun week.
it has been. Yes. And thank you so much. If you've been tuning in every day, thank you so much for following us. And if this is your first time, thanks you for dropping in today. And don't forget to go back and watch day 1, 2, and 3. And we
Absolutely.
will see you again next time.
All right.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.